Yo, what's going on, people? Just back here again, tapping in with my fleet, man. Just want to touch on some stuff. I know I've been gone for a minute. It's been a few days. Y'all probably hadn't seen anything from me, coming down your timeline, especially if you subscribed. Yeah, and I hope you guys have subscribed. I hope you enjoying the content that I have been putting out. And I want to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed to the channel, everybody that's joined the fleet. I can't thank you enough. I have reached a mile, and I have reached a milestone of 100. Got 100 subscribers. Thank you guys so much, man. It's been hard work. It's been, really being consistent and diligent, even though it's been a couple of days I hadn't been on here, but I've been working. I've been putting some stuff together. There's been a lot going on. So yeah, I'm trying to get back to it. You know what I mean? But I don't want to be too long this morning. I just want to talk to you guys about some stuff. And I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. And if you're watching this, if this comes, across your phone, just take a listen to it and just go back and check out some of my other stuff. And I would appreciate it if you do like the content to, give it a thumbs up or some kind of reaction, comment so we can engage, so I can see that you guys, if you have any questions or if you, just curious about something, you like what you hear, you like what you see, you got any suggestions, just let me know. I do have people giving me suggestions. I'm gonna have to go back and see who this was, but it was a fellow YouTuber. They let me know that I was doing something that was against the community guidelines that I was not aware about. So I need to go back and look at the community guidelines and be a little bit more diligent about that. But they did come out and say, hey, I like your content. I like what you're doing, man. Keep pushing, brother. You got it. You got it. Just be consistent. But I will give you this one bit of advice. You were driving and also recording at the same time. And, that's against the community guidelines. I did not know that. So thank you, brother. If you see this, and you know who you are, thank you for telling me that. And I did listen, and I'm trying to let anybody else know that's doing the same thing that sees this, it's against the community guidelines. So, try to restrain from doing that. I don't know if they'll strike your video. I don't know, it'll be demonetized. I don't know what they'll do, but just try to refrain from doing that. And also it's obviously it's not that safe to do that. But anyway, just wanted to get that out there. Like, comment, subscribe, put on your bell notifications. And so let's just get to it. What I really wanted to talk about is a lot of the stuff that's going on in the media right now, regarding Trump and DEI, some of the rollbacks with DEI, some of the things that Elon Musk, what he did. I'm not going to go into detail, but, the way the response to that was, kind of weird and inconsistent with what we're used to seeing, especially coming from the ADL and stuff like that. I'm not gonna get that deep into that right now. That's another video. I got to do a little bit more research on what happened and why it happened and when it happened and who was involved and who is in charge and all that stuff. So I'm really just doing this video to get back on the bike. You know what I'm saying? Get back used to speaking to the camera and stuff like that, because it's hadn't been that long, but I kind of had a lot of other stuff going on. I hadn't been able to tap in with you guys, so I'm tapping in with you now. I hope you're having a good morning. I hope you guys have a great day. I know this is the beginning, so it's kind of hard to tell, but whatever you put in your mind, that's what it's gonna be, So whether you think you're gonna have a great day or not, you're absolutely right. I heard that somewhere, and I know that to be true. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about how we think so differently. Like I'm one of those people that I'm really fascinated. I don't know why people ask me this question. I can't really explain it, but I'm fascinated with the way people think. It's weird, man. I mean, like the temperature can be 60 degrees and someone can be freezing and someone can be just burning up hot. And it's just different. It's weird to me how that works, but I'm just using that as a simple example. Somebody might like the taste of chocolate ice cream. Somebody might like the taste of vanilla. Somebody might hate both of them and like strawberry. And it's just the flavor doesn't change. It's just our taste buds and like what we like as far as what what we're used to, or sometimes you just never had something and you just automatically in your brain say, I don't think I like that. But anyway, now all the, mumbling and jumbling and talking and all that stuff out the way, I'm about to get to it. So the way we think, so all of this stuff that's going on in the media, it's cause for concern to a certain extent. It just depends on what side of the aisle you're on. So if you don't like President Trump, anything he says, anything he does, for the most part, you're just gonna hate it. Some people don't even take the time to try to distinguish if it's right or wrong. And I mean by definition, right or wrong. They just like, I don't care what it is. I don't care, it's wrong. It's wrong. Everything's wrong. Everything's wrong. So we have certain companies now coming out and corporations coming out saying that they're going to roll back their DEI, I guess, programs or initiatives or something like that. And it immediately, it invokes like FUD, meaning fear, uncertainty, and doubt. I mean, it immediately invokes some kind of emotion out of a great deal of people. Now, some of us, and I'm saying us because I'm one of the type of people that just like think about things logically. I slow down. I try to look at both sides or all sides, and I analyze things before I make a decision. And sometimes, there could be a double-edged sword. That could be good or bad, depending on what the situation is and like the time constraints you may have or whatever on making a decision. But we get news, and I'm not sure why us as the consumers don't realize that news is, the news cycle and all that stuff is just a business. It's being put out to make money. And the more eyes you get, the more traffic, the more clicks that these articles get, it makes whoever the publisher is more money. Whether it's social media, whether it's legacy news, whether it's the newspaper, the newspaper, what the radio, TV, broadcasting, whatever it is, it's all a business. It's all a capitalistic business. So when you see something, whether it's on your timeline, on social media, or YouTube, or even on TV, wherever it is, I would implore you to just take a second, breathe, especially if it angers you. If you see something that you don't agree with and it immediately angers you, I would say, especially, so jumping off a little bit, I ask a lot of questions on my social media, on my Facebook in particular. I'm gonna try to put the link in the description, so you guys, if you're not following me or you're not a friend of mine on Facebook or any of my other platforms, I'm gonna put some links in the description, and you guys can go and check it out, and we can follow me, we can be friends or something like that. But I do some different types of content on different platforms. But anyway, on my Facebook in particular, I ask a lot of questions. The main thing I do on there is I would just post a question, and I would let anybody that's watching, any of my followers or anything like that, I would let they just go on. If they see it and they feel the need to comment, they do. Some of the other followers and friends, they may see the comment that one of my followers or one of my friends, they posted, and they would comment on their comment, and a conversation will start. I'm just like, I like to start conversations. I like people to think, and I like people to discuss things, debate, agree to disagree, whatever. But I just like to put it out there so we can talk. That's all. That's the biggest thing I want us to do, is just talk and discuss things, and be like a conversation station. I have a few people that we get together sometimes and we just discuss different topics, whether it's politics, relationships, religion, whether it's financial markets, if it's real estate, if it's whatever, we just like to talk about things. And sometimes I get questions out of our conversations, and I just post it on my Facebook. And I would say at least 60% of the time, if not 70 plus, really, I would get some type of reaction, some type of negative reaction to my question, because it would be like, how dare you even ask that question? And I'm like, hey, I'm just asking a question. And it starts a conversation. If they direct any of their negative energy towards me, I keep it positive, because I'm not asking these questions to quote unquote poke the bear or stir the pot. I'm actually asking the questions to see, if anybody agrees or disagrees with whatever it is that's happening. So I think that it's very fascinating. I think that it's very interesting how people think. Maybe it's just me, but I ask a lot of questions. And if I don't have the answer to something, if I'm not going to wonder, I'm really not. Now, I may not ever get the answer to my question, but I'll never get the answer if I don't ask. I'm not the type to just make up a story in my head and just go with it just for the sake of wanting to be on one side of the aisle or the other. I'm going to, if I disagree with something that you said or did or that I heard, then I'm going to address it. Not in a confrontational way. It's going to be in a respectful way, but I'm going to address it. And if you give me the answer that I'm looking for, or if you give me an answer that's precise, like, something that I can say, hey, well, that was thoughtful. That makes sense, or that don't make sense, then I'm cool with that. But I'm not going to make it up in my head if you did something that I disagree with and just automatically think that you did that maliciously or intentionally. Or if you even did it, someone could just say that you did something, and then now I'm looking at you like, I can't believe it, that they did that to me. And they actually didn't. And I never asked the question to see if they did it, why they did it, how they did it, when they did it, where they did it, all of that stuff. I am a question asker. On my platforms, one thing you guys will understand about me is we're going to get to the bottom of some stuff. We may agree and we may disagree, but we're going to get to the bottom of it. We're going to have a conversation. So it's fascinating to me, again, how people think. So there's things in the media that as soon as you get a media headline, I can look at it and say, that looks like clickbait. That looks like something that the media put out to invoke some kind of reaction from people, some kind of divisive reaction, some kind of, something to keep a story going because they know it will keep going. And it'll cycle out of control. It'll spiral out of control. And it may cause a lot of division. It may cause more harm than good, but I'm going to get paid off of it. I'm going to make money off of this. So let's do it. And they move forward with it. I see it for what it is. Some people don't. And it's just weird, and it's just funny to me about it. I had to, if you understand what I'm saying, like if you've seen these type of things happen on your timeline, whether it be any other social media sites, whether, any other platforms, or just at your job or at school, or just in everyday life, the barbershop, wherever you are. If you're hearing conversations and you're seeing things and you know that people just picked up a clip of a video and they're running with it, or a headline, and you know they didn't even bother to read the entire article and they're running with it. If you see these type of things and it's just interesting to you and fascinating to you, and you know that you're hearing somebody speak on something that they have no idea what they're talking about, man, drop it down in the comments so I know that I'm not alone in this, man, because I feel like, and I think, man, sometimes I'm alone in this. Like, there's a couple of us that's in my circle that we call the conversation station. There's a few of us that's like, man, why are we not looking at the bigger picture? Why are we not deep diving into what this article said versus what the headlines it said? Like what the video clip is saying to us versus what the entire speech is saying to us. What the cover of the book says, the title of the book says versus what's in the book, the pages. Like, why do we jump to conclusions like that? It is very mind-boggling to me. And I've been there before, so I understand how it can happen, but how you stay in that and how you never evolve, how you never unlearn your bad ways and, undisciplines and relearn and evolve. I don't know why we don't get to that place, or why it's so tough and so hard to get to that place. Somebody just explain it to me. Somebody give me another perspective in the comments. Please do that for me so that I can get a better understanding, because sometimes it's frustrating. And I don't want to look at people in a light where I don't understand them. I want to get man, there's so much stuff going on. So much stuff in the media that's going on that I can talk about, but I don't even have the time right now. So just stay tuned. It's gonna be some things coming soon that a bit more interesting, a bit more what's the word I'm looking for? The word escapes me, but there's gonna be some things that's gonna be more intentional that we're talking about. I'm gonna stay on certain subjects, certain topics, and we can talk about those as well. Again, I did a story time. I've had some people that engage with it and said that, hey, it's like a 5-part story series. I'm on number 3 now. So if you hadn't seen those, go back and just check those out. Just go through my channel. It should be called The First Time I Was Fired, the story of Do Everything Boy, because I was working at this job when I was younger, and they had me all over the place doing everything, and they was calling me Do Everything Boy. But then, I ended up getting fired, and it was just an unfortunate story. It's kind of funny. It's kind of not funny. You know what I'm saying? Some of us can relate to that. So, I put that out there. I hope the people that saw it enjoyed it, man. Give me a thumbs up. Give me some kind of reaction to it so that I know you guys saw it and you want the next story, you want the next part, and I'll go ahead and drop that and keep it going. But for the most part, I want everybody that sees this to give me some kind of reaction, give me some kind of comment. Let me know that you saw this. If you are subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate every subscription that I have. All of the people that's supporting me, all of the people that's giving me encouraging words, giving me advice along the way. I appreciate this because it's tough, man. It's tough to sit, and try to keep coming up with content that's meaningful and that's thoughtful and there's really of value, and having, a day job and, all the other things that's going on. Being a content creator is pretty tough, so I appreciate all the words of encouragement. I appreciate everything that you guys are doing for me. I appreciate the subscribers that haven't subscribed yet. The people that may see this video, and if you made it this far, hopefully you do subscribe. Hopefully you do give me some kind of thumbs up reaction or something like that, or a comment. But I just want to say I appreciate you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys' support. And I'm going to have more things coming soon. And until next time, until the next video, peace.